Alright, so in this video I go ahead and I meditate for 30 days in a row. I spend 5 minutes per day, and this is the first time I tried meditation seriously. Did it for 30 days in a row. I did miss a few days, but I was able to document the whole journey. Let me take off my glasses so there isn't any reflection. But yeah, I'm very excited to show this video. I documented the whole journey. I showed you the ups, the downs, the thoughts, the tips, what made it hard, what made it easy, the pros and cons, to show if you guys should go ahead and do it and if it's worth your time, and if there's some crazy life-changing effects from meditation. Here's the journey. So I just did my first day of meditation, spent 5 minutes. That 5 minutes felt like it was forever. My mind was wandering off a lot, so I had to keep pulling it back to my breath a lot. But luckily last night I sort of listened to a podcast and learned that every time you're pulling your mind back to focus on your breath, that's a repetition. That's like a bicep curl. Like, you're not growing and you're not doing any repetitions unless you're pulling back. So when you go into those flow state of focusing on your breath, you're just sort of like holding it. But the only time that dumbbell does a rep or a curl is when you wander off and you pull back. So seeing it in that light, it allowed me to embrace and enjoy wandering off and pulling back. So I knew that every time I pulled back, I was getting stronger. And yeah, that's sort of day one. And the reason why I want to do this is I want to see what happens if I do 5 minutes every single day for 30 days. And every single day I'm going to increase it by 1 second. So let me think, if I do that for a year, how many seconds is that? So 365 divide that by 60. So every year I'll be adding 6 minutes, which is pretty reasonable. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm just going to add 1 second every single day and see what happens at the end of the 21 days and start really simple. 5 minutes a day. That's something anyone can do. So I'm curious to see the effects of it, and I want to share this whole journey with you guys. Here's the meditation chair. I just sit there and I meditate. But yeah, let's get the day started. So another thing I want to mention that I just figured out is that I was just doing my affirmations and I felt like I was more aware of my mind wandering, and I was able to pull it back into what I was reading. And that came as a result of the meditation I did 15 minutes ago. And I think I really understand what those repetitions are starting to mean. The more you meditate, the more you'll be able to pull focus into what you're currently doing. Because right now my mind can wander off into something else and I'll be just on autopilot talking. But when you meditate, you sense that and you pull yourself back to the present, and that's what meditation provides. So I'm excited to see what happens at the end of these 30 days. Day 2, pretty wacky day. I woke up around 4 a.m. because I went fishing for the first time and came home around 9:30 to 10, ate breakfast, napped, watched a bunch of YouTube videos and napped more because my thing was out of whack. My brain was just very on and I couldn't really do any work. So I went ahead and meditated because I want to do that every day for the next 30 days for this challenge. And I noticed how scattered my brain is, but it really allowed me to calm down and get to a state where I'm able to go ahead and start the day with ease now. It would be much harder to start if I didn't meditate. So I'm very happy with the results, but it's very hard because my brain is so scattered. And it also has triggered me to quit YouTube. Quit watching YouTube videos, because YouTube is like, I'm constantly just refreshing it. I'm looking for interesting videos to watch, and that's definitely what's scattering my brain, and the meditation has catalyzed me to stop it. So I think I might do a second video on quitting watching YouTube videos for the next 30 days. That was pretty hard. My brain feels pretty scattered, but I'm slowly getting better. I keep wanting to check the time. I keep wanting to wonder how long's left, and when I get into a zone, I can't appreciate it because I feel like the time's gonna run out. 5 minutes and 50 seconds, that's pretty good for now. I might try 6 minutes 60 seconds. I mean 6 minutes and 50 seconds tomorrow. The 50 seconds just random. That's currently how long I do my planks. I think I have like a weighted 10 kilo chest, and I do 3 minutes and 50 seconds on the planks. So that's why I have the 50 second, and I just change a minute. So I might try 6:50 tomorrow. But yeah, it just really reminds me how scattered my brain is. But I'm pulling my focus back to my breath, and my focus on my breath is getting much stronger. And I realized that when I used to sort of do meditation in the past, it was never really, my awareness wasn't that high. Like when I would get distracted or start thinking about other things, I would let my mind wander for a long time. And now I'm not able to notice that my mind wander and pull it back straight away. So yeah, day 3. Day 4 of meditation. Let's set a timer for 6 minutes and 50 seconds. So I'm gonna bump it up by a whole minute. Damn, I was pretty distracted. I was pulling myself back to my breath a lot, and when I would go into other thoughts, I would stay thinking about, like my mind would wander much longer. So today I'm definitely more scattered. Yeah, I'm just going to increase the time for tomorrow. But 6 minutes and 50 seconds actually doesn't feel too long. That actually felt pretty short, just because the moment I pulled myself back to my breath, it rung. And I wasn't too focused on the time. I was just really enjoying it. But I think the reason why I was enjoying it is because I spent literally half the time thinking about other things. It was like I was dreaming. So I wasn't too focused on my breath, because when you're too focused on your breath, that's when it feels like it's getting boring, and that's when you wonder when the time is going to run out. So it's not too good of a thing that the time flew by really fast. And yeah, I'm not going to beat myself up. It's good practice. I was able to pull myself back to the breath many times, and my brain is getting stronger and stronger over time. So this is day 5 of meditation. Did 7 minutes 50 seconds. Definitely still mind is wandering a lot, but I'm getting better and better at pulling myself back to attention. Yeah, time went by pretty fast. So I think I want to try 8 minutes and 50 seconds and just keep increasing the bar. Now I do worry that as I do it longer and longer, I'm gonna have less time throughout the day. So that is one of my worries. Like if I meditate for I know there's those other entrepreneurs that do it for 2 hours a day, which is crazy. That's like 2 hours you don't have. But obviously the ROI is you'll be super more productive and focused, and you'll be able to get into deep focus and just get a lot of work done. So I'm gonna keep increasing it and see how far I can get it. I want to get it to a point where it is uncomfortably long, and then I'll stop. So I'm going to try 8 minutes and 50 seconds tomorrow. It is day 5 of the meditations. It's just cold, so I have a hoodie on, but I'll take it off. Hair's a bit crazy today. I don't film any YouTube videos, so I don't do my hair. Don't have to put product into it. I like it just like natural. I'm pretty scattered today. Yesterday I just had a bad night of sleep, so I definitely can realize that as I'm doing sort of my meditations, as I'm doing my affirmations, my mind is wandering a lot. And it's pretty crazy that I used to just go straight to work with this scattered mindset. The meditations allow me to calm down, remember what it is like to bring myself into the present and focus, and it calms down the scattered brain. I'm starting to understand what meditation does. Like if I just have this energy and I go straight into work, I'm not going to be productive and I'm not going to get much done. So I'm much calmer now. I'm not all over the place, and that's only because I meditated 20 minutes ago. If I didn't, then my mind, while I'm talking and making this video, I'll be thinking about something else. But when that happens, I consciously bring it back to the focus of what I'm doing right now, thanks to the meditation and what that is training me to do. Day 6 Let's do another round of meditations. 8 minutes and 80 seconds, I think. Or was it 9 minutes and 50 seconds? Let's see. Oh, I did 10 minutes basically. So that's cool. 10 minutes is, I think, the sweet spot for me. The 2 tips I've learned is, one, if you're having troubles focusing on your breath, slow down your breath and make it more slow. And when you sort of slow down your breath, it just takes more concentration and it's easier to concentrate and focus on it. Now next is pulling back very quickly. So the moment your mind wanders or goes blank and you're not focusing your breath, I tell myself to pull back to the present. And the earlier I do that and the more often I do that, one, I'm strengthening that ability to pull back to the present, and two, I don't let myself get into a rabbit hole where I go ahead and start going blank, then I start thinking of something, then I start thinking more and more about that something, and then by then it's too late and I pull myself after like 1 minute of thinking about something else. So quick pullbacks, the moment your mind goes blank or the moment you think of something at all, tell yourself pull back, pull back, pull back, and I repeat that to myself and I pull back to the present. So those are the 2 tips I am gonna go ahead and implement for the next few days. Alright, so another day off the meditation. Didn't do too well today. Very lack of focus. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it down from 10 minutes back to 5 minutes, but I'm going to make sure those 5 minutes I'm very focused and I'm really not getting distracted, because what's happening in these 10 minutes, my mind is wandering and I'm taking too long to realize that it's wandering and pulling it back. So I definitely want to go ahead and bring it back down to 5 minutes, but do it with much more focus. So the 5-minute meditation is definitely much more better, focusing on my breath and being super aware, but still very difficult. It's not getting easier. I don't know if I'm just going through a phase where my brain is really scattered, but I remember the first 1 or 2 days was hella easy, but now it's just really tough. But I think it's just something that I just need to keep practicing at, and I'm very happy with the lower time of 5 minutes, again going back to 5 minutes and really having that 5 minutes nearly like, I want to get it to a point where it's 90% me focusing on my breath. Right now it's roughly around 70%, 65%, yeah, maybe 70%, and the other 30% I'm wandering off for a bit. But like, I'm spending a lot of focus and energy just focusing on my breath, and it's requiring much more energy than I thought. I thought it would be relaxing, but the moment I sort of really relax, that's when the mind wanders. That's sort of what you have to do in meditation. You have to sort of, I guess, practice, get to a point where you can be very relaxed but focused. A lot of people, the moment they get relaxed, they lose a lot of focus, and I think that's sort of what meditation is about. But yeah, let's add in another tick. Done. That's the update. I'm excited to bring you guys on the journey and sort of tell you guys my whole journey and give you guys sort of every little thought and details on how I'm going and what I'm finding beneficial. Currently 15 days in, I missed out 3 days, but yeah, sort of halfway. So update on the meditation, I'm starting to figure it out. It's all about focus. Literally, you focusing your breath. When people say focusing on breath, literally mean you're straining your mental ability to focus. And what meditation is doing, it is practicing and sort of training that focus energy, like that focus muscle. And the better and better you get at meditation, the better and better your focus is gonna be. So let's check off another day. So I'm slowly figuring it out. So I'm very happy. Another day. That's the up down the meditation. I'm starting to get pretty good at it. I'm very happy with the 5 minute time frame, but with that 5 minutes, I'm in deep focus. And you know, there's no point doing like half an hour if you're just like mind wandering. Like, I thought meditation was just sitting down, doing nothing, and sort of not letting your mind wander, but focusing on breath, and you would just wander off for like half an hour and then you'll pull yourself back. But no, meditation is like, I'm gonna try meditation where I'm just straining my brain for 5 minutes every single day and trying to just really focus on my breath only. I think that might really help increase my focus. We'll see. Yesterday forgot to meditate. Feel very bad, but I did meditate today. And then the YouTube thing completely stuffed that one up. Like, yeah, that's hard. But this one I'm doing pretty well. yesterday I needed a day off and I should have meditated, but I didn't. But that's going to be the last day I skip. I'm going to get very, very serious from now on. So I reckon the key to meditation is keeping it short. I now do only 5 minutes. I've tried 10 minutes, I've tried 8 minutes, I've tried 7 minutes, and 5 minutes is sort of like the sweet spot. Now, my theory why that's sort of the sweet spot is because, as I said previously, meditation, you're building repetitions and you're gaining that mental muscle every time you get distracted and pull it back to your breathing. Now, if you're doing, say, meditation for half an hour and you're constantly in the flow state where you're super focused on your breathing, you're no longer sort of exercising that muscle. Whereas in the first 5 minutes, you're super distracted and you're constantly having to pull yourself back and you're constantly thinking about other things, and that's sort of when you're able to make the most repetitions. But anything after, say, 5 to 10 minutes, those repetitions become less, or you just sort of wander off for start thinking of things for like minutes on minutes, and you just sort of don't even bring it back after like 5 minutes, and you only get that one repetition every 5 minutes. But within the first 5 minutes of meditation from zero, you're literally pulling it back every 30 seconds, and that's where all the gains are happening. And I think that's one of the most efficient ways to meditate. That's my thoughts. Let me cross out another day. Let's see how many days I've done it so far. So that is 6, 11, 15, 19 days in. So yeah, that's the update. Another thing I think is that I reckon doing meditation, 5-minute daily meditation, is actually training your body to learn how to get into a focused state at with much shorter amount of time. Like if you only have 5 minutes to really get into that clear state, that definitely correlates to how fast it takes for you to get into a focused state when working. So I think that's another pro of doing these sort of shorter meditations. The only bad thing is I can't get into that flow state. It's not enough time to get into that flow state. I'm trying to get into that flow state as fast as possible, but I can't. But I don't think there's any pros of being in the flow state, because you're only, as I said before, you only are doing repetitions and growing stronger when you're constantly having to pull yourself back to the present breathing, and that doesn't happen when you're in the flow state. I think flow state is just good for your ego, your accomplishments. You just feel satisfied when you're in the flow state, and I think that's the only pro. So I think these shorter meditation, even though we don't get into the flow state as much, it's okay. Alright, so I finished the 30-day challenge of meditation. It was super cool, super fun, learned a lot. It was much harder than I thought. There's such a huge learning curve, bro. Like usually I master things fast, but meditation is definitely something that's very, very difficult and not as easy as I thought to master. So there's a lot of things I've learned from it, from being able to really read and understand my mind, being able to really be more self-aware, being able to learn how to be more focused. There were so many good things I learned from it, and I definitely will continue doing this every single day and just get better and better and better at it, because I definitely see the correlation of meditation with focus and the amount of focus work it can do. My focus work and productivity did increase when I started meditating, and this is why I'm going to continue doing it. So hopefully you guys enjoy the whole sort of documented journey from when I started meditation to now, how I went ahead and tried like 30-minute, 15-minute, 5 minutes, 6 minutes. Right now, 6 minutes is a sweet spot. It takes me 5 minutes to just get settled in, and I get 1 minute to really take in that Zen state. So 6 minutes is sort of what I'm going to do from now on. And yeah, that's the whole video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Let's go ahead and announce last video's winners for $1,000 worth of courses or consulting courses with me. The winners here. If you guys want to qualify, all you have to do is drop a comment below, follow me on Instagram, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll be putting the best comment every single video. Other than that, I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow with more value. Question of the day: how long do you meditate for, and what's your meditation routine? Let me know. I want to hear what you guys do. Maybe I'll go ahead and try one of your strategies. Let me know what you guys do. This is the whole documented journey. Hope you guys enjoy this series, and I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow with more value. Thank you so much for your support. I just want to say thank you for supporting the channel. I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. Peace.